What are you doing? I don't, I don't have a warrant. Oh, what's that in hell?
Let go! Let go!
I don't have, what?
Let go! I got her! I got her!
Ow.
I got her!
A police officer seen on video repeatedly punching a woman during an arrest was in court this morning. Hyder was fired after the incident that was captured on a doorbell camera.
This is excessive for no reason. When you look at that video, she did not pose any threat to him. Why would he do that to her?
I don't have a warrant. Oh, what's that in hell?
Let go! Let go!
I don't have, what?
Let go! I got her! I got her!
Ow.
I got her!
And this is why we say these racist male bigots are the worst individuals on this fucking planet. Just violently beating this black woman. Excessive use of force. There was no reason he needed to continue doing any of that or to even beat her, punch her in the face. There was no reason for that. This is a small black woman. You didn't need to do any of that at all. Even his fucking partner came over and said, yo, stop, let her go. Like, that's enough. I got her. Let her go. He kept punching her. He straight blacked out, and his rage, his hatred took over in that moment and just kept, if his partner was not there, if there was no video evidence, if there was nothing, he probably would have continued beating her face in until she went unconscious or died, and then blamed it on she was resisting arrest. I feared for my life. She had a warrant and was trying to run, yada, 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 which she did not have a warrant. It was in the court that she didn't have a warrant at all. He just kept beating her. This is why black people say we do not trust these racist bigots. We do not trust the cops. We do not trust white men. This is a prime example. This is a prime, horrific example of what we mean. I mean, if you are a white person, even if you're not a bigot, right? Even if you're not a racist bigot, you just don't like black people. As a white man or white woman, you just don't like black people, right? You don't hate us, you just don't like us. You looking at this video, you see what's going on. If you do not have an ounce of empathy, if it does not make you sad, if it does not enrage you that this is what your community is doing to another group just because they have a badge, you're part of the problem. You are a bigot. You allow that racist shit to happen. If you don't feel any kind of way about it, you're part of the problem, because you have to have a heart. At some point, you have to have a heart and say, this shit needs to stop. They are brutalizing black people. And if we really want to get into the whole 1350 per capita trope that y'all like to weaponize and don't actually understand, we can do that. Because as somebody who has taken elementary statistics, research methods, and social statistics, regression and crime data analysis, and multivariate methods and casual inference courses, I truly understand how statistics work and how that one is weaponized. So whenever racist bigots attempt to weaponize the 1350 statistic, they rely on the assumption that all black people are mathematically illiterate and don't understand or can't distinguish between a crime commission rate and a carceral arrest rate. So let's use this fucking video here to deconstruct their statistical manipulation. So this horrible officer was caught on camera repeatedly punching and assaulting this black woman, an unarmed black woman. And after this unprovoked assault by this officer, right, the state initially charged her, the victim, she's the victim, and they charged her with resisting a public officer and assault of a government official. That's crazy as fuck. You just supposed to sit there. Okay, let's continue. So even though those charges were subsequently dismissed by the court, that initial encounter was already generated, already processed, and fed into the FBI's UCR database as a violent crime arrest. No violent crime, but they documented it as that. The FBI's UCR data, it does not measure who commits the most crime. It measures the spatial geography of hyper-policing. That's what it measures. So when law enforcement over-polices and heavily patrols black neighborhoods, they artificially manufacture a higher frequency of police encounters. So every encounter that ends in a fabricated charge artificially inflates the numerator, the arrest, in their per capita calculations. And so because black Americans make up a little over 13% of the population, the denominator will be smaller. When you force a hyperinflated numerator over a smaller denominator, the per capita rate fucking skyrockets. Duh. This is what we call in statistics sampling bias and confounding variables. Meanwhile, under-policed white communities experience an artificial deflation of their arrest rates, not because of an absence of crime, because we know that's not the case, but because of an absence of carceral occupation. Or for those of you who don't understand what that means a absence of relentless police presence. That's what that means. So citing that 1350 per capita statistic to claim black pathology it's an academic fraud. It's a reification fallacy, treating arrest records like they are biological proof that black people are inherently criminal. You cannot use the manipulated metrics of a biased system to justify police brutality or to justify any brutality towards black people. Y'all are the violent ones. Y'all are the violent people. We got to deal with police brutality. We got to deal with misinformation. We got to deal with white racist bigots changing the narrative. We got to deal with people creating historical revisionism. We got to deal with all this bullshit. When y'all sit here and try to weaponize that 1350 per capita statistic, you decontextualize it. You strip the systemic context out of it to fit your narrative, to fit your racist, divisive narrative. But that shows everybody right there you don't actually understand the numbers you are spewing. You're just desperate to weaponize them. That's it.